everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Just give me a big hello with like multiple O's if you can see me and hear me. Hopefully you can. Okay. Let me see who all are here. Okay, there are a lot of you guys already here. Okay. Hi, Nivedita. Hi, Magical Minister Sheetal, Sanjeevi, Arushi, Shreya. Okay, let me just have a look. Okay, you guys can hear me and see me. Yes? Okay, I hope so. So today we have a couple of agendas. Firstly, thank you for being patient with me. I was supposed to come yesterday, but because of last minute stuff, I had to push it for today. There are two major intentions for me coming here today. One, I want to be able to answer your questions that you may be having in life, and from my perspective. And the second thing is, I want to give you guys an announcement for a free class that is coming up. Okay, so how we're going to go about this particular training is very simple. So we're going to spend 15-20 minutes, okay, answering questions. How I want you guys to send me your questions in the comments is with the hashtag question. Okay, so you hashtag question and then ask the question, so I actually see the question, otherwise it'll get lost in the comments. Okay, so before I get started, while everyone is coming, please let me know, how was your day today? If it's, if you're at the end of the day, and if it's your beginning of the day, how do you want your day to go? So go ahead and describe it in the comments. How was your day today and how do you want your day to go? Go ahead and let me know. Yes. Awesome. Okay, very good. Good was awesome. Okay. Already the questions are coming in. All right, pretty good. Okay, good. So we haven't opened the floor for questions yet. So wait, hold on your questions, copy it in case it's lost in the chat. So you can paste it again. Okay. Sai says it was awesome. You're a student from MMMC batch. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So, okay, so since everyone's already ready for the questions, we'll start. Now, a couple of things. When I'm answering somebody's question, don't assume that that answer is only for that person and then tune out your mind and just wait for your question to get answered. I want you guys to take notes. Okay, do you guys promise me? No matter whose question I'm answering, at some point it's going to be relevant for your life. Make sure you take some notes. Okay, make sure you take some notes because it's going to apply to your life as well. Okay, so let's now get started. Okay, so thank you all so much for being here. From the bottom of my heart, I'm going to do my best to answer your questions. Okay, now the floor is open for questions. Now post your hashtag questions on the comments. Okay, so Aishwaryan says, okay, hey Kartika, can you please tell me how to do scripting for a dream job? I mean, what points to keep in mind? Okay, so whatever you're trying to manifest, whether it is a job or the kind of relationship you want. Someone asked about specific person. I personally, you guys already know me, I don't encourage manipulating people and forcing them to love you, trying to attract someone who doesn't like you. All that's not my field. There might be other teachers who teach that, but I personally want you to have someone who loves you, wants you to have someone who naturally comes into your life, not someone you have to force and manipulate and do technique. That's not what I encourage. But to answer your question about the job and scripting, anything, now this applies to all of you, hopefully you're making notes. Anything you want to attract, there are only 3 things you need to do. Okay, how many things? Put it in the comments. 3, okay? 3 things you need to do. Now pay attention, for all of your law of attraction questions, there are 3 major things. The first one is whatever you're trying to attract in your life, okay? You want to make sure that you have a very clear picture of what your life looks like way after the manifestation has taken place. Okay, way after. What does that mean? So let's say you're trying to manifest a perfect job. Imagine that the job came, the letter came, you even started going to that office. What is life like way after that? You have to describe what that looks like. So you're having fun, parties with your colleagues, you are enjoying your work, you're jumping out of bed excited, you are coming back home fulfilled, you're feeling the abundance of money in your account. Life way after the event has taken place. Okay, so this is one, you have to get very clear on what it looks like. Okay, so let's say it's for attracting a relationship. I would always say, if you are really hell-bent on somebody, you say, okay, I like to attract this person or someone better. Okay, don't manipulate someone to love you. That's not love. I mean, go to the recent video I made. It was a comedy sketch where I acted about the two voices, the voice of the person who wants to attract someone specific and the voice of logic. Okay, go watch that. It's my recent video. It will make you laugh. It's me acting. There's a lot of comedy music and all that, but it puts the point very well on what is love. But let's say you're trying to attract a relationship, and the person is not yet arrived in your life. Okay, in that case, you're going to look at life way after that relationship has come. So imagine the wedding, imagine the travels, imagine the honeymoon, imagine the cuddles, imagine. So you may not need to see the person's face, but just see what it may look like way after the event has happened and whatever you want to attract. This is why I said my answer will apply to all of you. Now, that is the first one. So, first one is be very clear on what life looks like after the event, okay, after the manifestation. You guys understood this? Type understood in the comments, okay? Type understood in the comments. Okay, all right, okay, good. Now, I'm not, your comments are coming a little too late. Let me just make sure I can see them. Okay, I'm only seeing questions. Okay, yeah, understood. Okay, good. Now, the second step, okay, the second step, again, those of you who are writing questions in the comment section are not paying attention to the rule, which is pay attention, make notes, because everything I'm answering is going to affect your life. If you miss it and you're asking questions when an answer is being given, what happens and you're not paying attention? You miss the learning which is meant for you, right? Don't miss it. The second step is you have to get very clear on how you feel about that. So let's say you have a very clear image of what life looks like after you've manifested what you want. Now, what does that feel like? Oh, it feels like abundance. It feels like joy. It feels amazing. I feel on top of the world. I feel so in alignment with my source, with the universe. I feel loved. I feel stillness. I feel gratitude, whatever it is. Get very clear on the emotions. You feel those emotions. So that's the second part of manifesting anything in the world. Okay. Now, okay, the third part of manifesting whatever you want. Okay, there are actually multiple parts of this, but the third part is making sure that there are like 700 questions going in, so I'm getting very distracted. Okay, so hold on. The third part is making sure that this becomes natural for you. Okay, so when you're scripting, scribing, whatever technique you're using, whatever the image you're seeing and the emotions you're feeling feels natural, which means if I ask you right now, hey, do you have an abundance of money? And if, whether you have 1 rupee in your account or not, or you have 10 rupees or you have 100,000 rupees or whatever you have, if I say, hey, do you have an abundance of money? And you say, yes, I do. You feel that naturally in your body, whether your life reflects it or not. That is what we're talking about. So the third part of manifesting anything is making it natural. How do you make it natural? You have a routine. Every morning, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. I have a club that does that. We have 500 strong of us who do this every single morning, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. You can do it on your own. Create a routine where you're making it natural. So in your routine, we are doing a class on that on Sunday. For those who want to come, I want to announce the class soon. But it's a free class. The entire routine, start to finish, the ones that we use, that routine I will give you in the class. It's a free class. You can register for it later. But you will do a routine every day to put whatever's that image of having it and that emotion of having it. You do it every day, so it becomes part of your subconscious mind. When it becomes part of your subconscious mind, and if I wake you up at 3 in the morning and I say, hey, you are an abundant person, you'll be like, hell yes, I am. That naturality is what we want to get, and that is how the manifestation happens. So when it's only up in your mind and you're doing one or two techniques, that's not a foundation for long-term success. It's maybe bursts of things that come here and there, but the foundation isn't actually making it natural inside of yourself. Did this answer help you guys? Okay, there is always that 80-20 rule. 80% is probably not listening, 20% who's focused on listening and taking notes. Please let me know, did that help you? Just type helped. Okay, so this will answer all of your manifestation questions. Okay, these are the three. Of course, there are a lot more which I want to get to in the Sunday's training, but that is what you need to know. Okay, these three things. Then there's a lot of other things like the quantum field, detachment, self healing. All of that we'll discuss in the Sunday's class. But for now, these are the three things to help you get started. Okay. All right. The next question comes from Matira, and she says, "How to raise our vibration?" That's a good one. So, raising your vibration is doing anything that puts you in touch with your source. Okay. What does that mean? Anything that helps you feel good is raising your vibration. It can be meditation, mindfulness, stillness, all of those things that helps you neutralize your vibration a lot when you're in a negative state. Okay. You can also raise your vibration by dancing. Every day, dance. We have a thing in our club. We call it the woohoo dance, where we literally put on the most high music ever, and together as a group, we act as if we already achieved everything we came here to achieve. Gratitude, giving thanks for something way before it's even happened is the energy to pull it into your life. Okay. So we do the woohoo dance. That's a great way to just put on some music and act as you already have it. You're in that event, you've got it, you're celebrating, you're having a party, you have what you want. And that is another way to pull up. Okay. So meditation, dancing, singing, playing in nature. Nature is a fantastic way. Just looking at a flower, seeing that the life in the flower is the same life in you, that you and the flower is the exact same energy, all of that will pull up your vibration. Okay, so doing things that you enjoy doing, karaoke, whatever, helps you pull your vibration back up. Okay, but meditation, mindfulness, this is a solid one because it helps you heal your negativity so that you're not heavy and you're actually light. Okay, good. Okay, let's see which let's look at the next question. Question, I'm seing angel. I lost a question. I see angel numbers. Okay, I lost it somewhere. Okay, angel numbers, not my field. I have very little knowledge on that stuff. Sorry. Okay. Question, do we have to do magic wallet technique every day? Not necessarily. We did it today in session in our 5 a.m. club. So we did the magic wallet. So we do it once a month, but every month we do it in our club. Once a month we do it. It's not necessary. Anything you do too much, you're forcing. Manifestation is about doing very little. Okay, write it in the comments. The less I do, the more I manifest. What does that mean? Not action wise. I'm saying if you do 5,000 techniques, you're so desperate, you're against the flow, you're frustrated, bam, you close the door on all your manifestations. That's not how manifestation works. Manifestation should feel fun, should feel easy, should feel like you're creating, you're having great time, you're enjoying yourself. That is how you manifest, not forcing. So we don't do too much. So in our club, we do 59 exercises, a law of attraction exercises over 21 days. Okay. And we keep it easy, we keep it fun, light. That's how you create. So I wouldn't do anything every day except visualization. I would do that every day. Like I told you, I have a routine that I do every single day. That routine, I'll just give you a link to register for that class for those who want to come. It's a free class. It's happening on Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I teach the entire routine. So everything that we do for 1 hour, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., you can do it at any of your times. You can join us at 5 a.m. if you want to, but you can do it by yourself or with your groups anywhere, anytime, but do the 1 hour routine every day. That helps you reprogram, but don't force that routine. It has to come easy. Okay, so I wouldn't do the feng shui wallet every day. I would do it once a month to just bring our energy of money and your alignment to money back in track every single month. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. Gray Shade says, will loving your flaws, where is it? Where is it? Okay, will loving your flaws help get rid of it, as getting rid of certain flaws is my desire? Okay, that's a great question. What you resist will persist in life. Okay, and these answers I'm giving you, those of you who pay attention to it, your life will change drastically. I mean, extreme change. Okay, if you pay attention to these lessons. So, what you resist will persist. Anything you fight in life, whether you judge it as good or bad, including your flaws or the lack of it, right? You'll keep manifesting more of it. Anything in life that you fight, you will attract. Okay, write it down somewhere. What I resist will persist. Resistance is I don't like this, I don't want this, get rid of this. Judgment is this is bad, this is horrible, this is flawed, this is not. When you see anything like that, you will add a lot of energy to it and you'll keep manifesting more of it. What you resist persists. What you embrace. Okay, so if you say everything is perfect the way it is, including the flaws, okay, we're all flawed human beings, We all have giant egos and emotions and things like that where we are working on ourselves and trying to be better. But the shift happens, the change. It's like if you put a seed on the ground, right? It doesn't force itself to become a plant or a tree. That happens naturally. There's a beautiful flow in nature. And if you force it with judgment, it doesn't actually grow. You're blocking growth when you judge anything in life. So when you embrace the process of life and you evaluate, okay, these are the things I'd like to change. When you love those and you say, hey, this is part of my current journey. Yes, this is what my ego is doing. This is what my emotions are doing. This is what my brain is addicted to. I embrace this as it is. Then you have so much peace within yourself to make decisions to change and do one small step at a time. So, to answer your question, yes, when you embrace yourself, that is self love. Self love is not just loving yourself when you are amazing. Self love is loving yourself even in those moments where it's hard to love yourself. It's accepting that this is not me. It is my mind, it is my brain that is doing this. I can accept it and make small changes over time. So surrender, acceptance is the key to change. To help you understand your question, yes, when you love yourself, no matter what, you transform into your natural version of who you are. You don't have to change who you are. You just have to become more of who you really are. If you judge yourself, you're not who you really are. If you're fighting life, you're not who you really are. The moment you're in surrender, this is mindfulness, right? The moment you're at peace and you enjoy yourself, you're enjoying your life, even with the ups and downs, the natural you, the spiritual you, the true you, your real true spiritual essence comes out. And then you're perfect, right? So if you take out judgment from anything, you're perfect. And the moment you see yourself as perfect, your real perfection comes up. So I guess I've given you more of a mystical answer than a direct answer, but somewhere in that, if you go through the recording, you'll find the diamond seed. Okay, so hopefully some of you are paying attention and you're getting there. Okay, let's see. Sometimes vibes become low and depressed. How to come out of this? So when you resist your life, you become depressed. Okay, write that down somewhere in the comments. When you resist your life, you become depressed. Resistance. I don't like this. I don't want this. This is bad. This is get away from me. Stop it. I need to end this. This noise, this fighting is what causes you to go into the low state. Your mind is the one that causes 99.9999999% of all the misery in your life is happening here. That's why we push mindfulness so much, because when you can switch this off, you can be in your natural flow. And naturally, we are not depressed people. So take it from someone who's battled depression, panic disorder, low self-esteem, social anxiety my entire life, suicidal tendencies my entire life. Take it from me. The one you need to be concerned about is the person who's speaking in here, and it's not you. So most people think the voice in their head is them. It's not. It's not you. It's not you at all. Okay, it's your conditioned mind. Who you are is different from your mind, and all that you learn when you dive deeper into the mindfulness spiritual journey, which I won't confuse you with because some of you are new to that, and that's okay. But if you can figure out, or if you can, like, I teach 6 weeks of mindfulness, and then we have a lifetime journey of mindfulness in our groups. If you can find a trainer who teaches you mindfulness, you're sorted. Depression, anxiety, negative emotions, easy to suck them out of your system through mindfulness. Okay, this is the tool we teach. You're welcome to use Ho'oponopono. I have an entire free playlist on it on YouTube. You're welcome to do any self healing technique, but self healing should be your only priority in life. Everything else follows when you heal yourself, because the world outside of you are literally mirrors. All people, all situations are mirrors. They're like mirrors. Okay. You can see myself in here, it's like a mirror. The people, you shouldn't be reacting to people, situations, life conditions. You should be working on how that's making you feel, because when you can be at peace with whatever's going on, then peace begins to follow you everywhere. Things just work out. Nature works out. The seed becomes flower effortlessly. It doesn't have to go to a self-help class. You know what I mean? It's like that. So heal yourself and heal your life. It's always like that. Don't wait for money to come in order for you to feel secure. Feel secure now, and then money follows. It's always inside out. Okay, inside out. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left, so I'll take two more questions and then I'll direct you to our courses, because all of what I teach here and I'm telling you now, these I spend every single day teaching my students. Okay, so I do a lot of 500 something free YouTube videos, and I'll keep doing it for the rest of my life, and there's always free content. but there's also, us spending time as a community and sitting and learning these things more deeper in our academy. And so you're always welcome to come there as well. Okay, let's go to the next question. Lavanya says, I've already registered for tomorrow's session. I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, Sunday's session. I'll see you on Sunday. Okay, can we manifest multiple things at a time? Great question. Yes, yes, you can. We do 5 a month. You're welcome to do less than 3 to 5 or more. It's totally up to you. You're the creator of everything. So you're constantly. Let me tell you today. Everything that happened to you, you created, and so many things happened to you today, right? So whether you're conscious of it or not, we are creating. We're constantly creating, and we're creating. The entire molecular structure around us is influenced by the thoughts we think. Our cells are influenced by the thoughts we think. Our energy, everything in the universe right now, if you look at the quantum level of it, is influenced by our personal energy. So, can you manifest multiple things? You're already doing. You're already doing. Okay, so yes. Okay, let's take another few questions. I want to become a successful playback singer within a year. I lost the question. Okay, within a year, is it possible to attract? So I wouldn't be. So here's the thing: if you're going to climb a mountain, okay, and you want to see this beautiful view from the mountain, would you? If I just took a helicopter and took you up to the top of the mountain, you'll see the view for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then you'll come down, and not much has changed. You've not really changed. You've not really grown or evolved. You see the view, and then you don't really appreciate it so much. The beauty in the entire manifestation world, the spiritual world, is who you're becoming in the process of achieving the most of your life. Okay, to all of the dreams that the universe has blessed you with is there to make you grow into that person. So the joy of life is not in the end result of being the playback singer. I want to, within a year. No, take your time with it. Okay, within a year you can put that. Say, okay, within a year I'm going to practice everything. I'm going to go out, contact people, go do everything I can in my power, internally and externally. You can give yourself a deadline, but I wouldn't. Personally, I would lose a lot of self evolution if was too if I rushed too much to achieve my highest. Okay, because you can't rush. It's the same thing with that seed and the flower. You can't rush. You can rush the process, but you miss out on a lot. Okay, so what I would do is, yes, is it possible? 100% possible. It is possible. I keep telling you guys, I know someone in my circle who earns 1 million Singapore dollars in a week. People live multiple lifetimes to get $1 million. 1 million Singapore dollars is very close to a US 1 million US dollars in a week. Is it possible? 100% possible. Everything is possible. But when you get things immediately, what happens is the appreciation level is one thing that drops, but also the person you can evolve into, you miss out on a lot of self evolution. So don't be in a rush, because your ego can never be happy. Like, you'll get 100,000 YouTube subscribers, you'll get whatever, and then you'll be happy for a bit, and then again you'll be rushing for the next thing and the next thing. Don't be in a rush. Enjoy your process of creation. Enjoy your moments in life. Just be like that plant, and you'll see that when you finally do become the playback singer or whoever you want to be, you'll be so much more fulfilled, and it'll be from your soul, from your spirit, and not from the ego that wants instant gratification. You know what I mean? How many of you resonate with what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying is pretty much opposite to what everyone else is teaching with it, which is instant 24 hours. And I get that. I know the mind loves that kind of candy zone kind of a thing, and that's okay. I'm not saying that's wrong. But I also see that from my own path, when you get things instantly, and that's great. Okay, you can do that, it's possible. There's so much that you miss out on the journey, I feel. Okay, and so I would say yes, it's possible, but I wouldn't really push or force myself to get something done within a year. Okay, but yes, definitely possible. So we have 5 minutes left, guys. I'm going to leave you with one final thing. Everything I've said is for every single one of you listening to me. So even if your questions did not get answered, somewhere in your soul, something is listening and resonating with what I'm saying. You're in the right place. You're the one, okay, who's come here to change the world, to change your world. All of us have a bigger mission than just ourselves. Everything you're learning, please pay it forward and teach the world, because we need a more empowered planet right now. So, firstly, I want to leave it with everything I've said is for you, whether your questions were answered or not, it is for you. I want you to be in your heart in love, spread more love in the world. Really and truly, let's drop judgment from the world and bring more love. That is my only one of the biggest missions I want to tell people is let's build a world of love. That is one. And the second thing, like I said, there is a training happening, free training on Sunday, which is 28th of June, 2 days before my birthday. So 28th of June, 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time to 8 p.m. What are we going to learn in this free training? In the description box and in the comments, you will see the link to this training. Okay, so you have to go to kartikanair.com/manifestation routine. It's a free class. It's a class. Okay, so you have notes. You're going to practice stuff. It's a class. At the end of the class, we do open a small window for people to join us in the back end, but you don't have to. It's a proper class. You have a lot to take back and practice. So what you're going to learn in this class, okay, register at kartikanair.com/manifestation routine. Okay, Kartika with one T, no H. Okay, KARTIKANAIR.com/manifestation routine. You'll find it in the description of this video. What you're going to learn in that class is simple. I teach this every month and it's a hit class. So I want to make sure some of you who are interested don't miss out on that. So the first thing you learn is the entire routine, okay, manifestation routine from beginning to end. It's a 1 hour routine that you do every single day. That is the first thing we're going to teach you, the entire routine. The second thing that you're going to learn is the 4 attractor factors to make this routine work beautifully in your life. Okay, there are 4 things that you do along with this routine that makes it work every single time. Okay, and the third thing you learn is whatever is that impossible dream that you have in your life. I always believe that the dreams you were given that vibrate in your heart were given from a higher source. Whatever those dreams are, how do you make those impossible dreams into a super possible reality in under 1 hour? Now, I'm somebody who doesn't like to put timelines and timings and stuff to desires, but there is a way to make something that you believe is impossible into a super possible reality within 1 hour, and I want to show you how to do that. So if you're interested in taking that training, it's a free training. Come to kartikanair.com/manifestation routine. Okay. I've put it in the comments as well as it's in the description. Come for it and take notes, all of that, because you will have to take this back and start practicing it in your life. Okay. So come for it. In case you registered and you didn't get any email and stuff, somewhere in those registration pages is a contact email ID. You can contact us and we will help you with the links and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm going to, there are a lot of you guys here and I missed a lot of questions. Sincerely apologize. I could not see a lot of questions because it's going up really, really quickly. But what I want to do in the next 2 minutes is firstly, please let me know of whatever I have answered, because I'm one person and there's so many of you guys. It's humanly impossible to answer everyone. But whatever I have answered, firstly, please let me know, was it of value to you guys? And if it was, what did you take back? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, was it of value and what did you take back? Thank you, Naveen. Awesome. Raji says just received a full scholarship to ACAD's Conscious Manifestation Program. That's awesome. I'm also thinking of enrolling. That's also starting on 28th, right? Pretty awesome. It was valuable. Good. When you resist, you are depressed. Exactly. That's a good one. Okay. What else did you guys take back? I want you to write what you took back, because if you don't internalize, so basically when you hear something, you only get 10% of that information in you. But when you write it down and you write it in the comments, you write it in your notes, you retain a lot more. Okay. Because as trainers, our job is not to give you fancy words. Our job is to make sure you internalize it and you start actually applying it in your life. Okay. Not able to register. Okay, just email us at contact@synchroshakticoaching.com or synchroshakti@gmail.com and we'll help you with those links. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Will there be a recording? That we will let you know much later. Okay. So we usually make a decision after a live class whether we send a recording or not. Do your best to come for the live class. Okay. All right. 28th June is your birthday. That's awesome. Advanced birthday wishes. 30th June is mine. I'm not a very birthday person, but I just wanted to put that out there randomly. Okay, what you resist persists. Fantastic, good. Anyway, I love you all. Please, we are a community. Live in your hearts. See good things in all people. Enjoy your lives. Life is about joy and not about chasing things. Please put joy first, and stay safe and stay blessed. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you in Sunday's session at 6:30. If you have any, you need help, you can just comment below on this video after it's rendered, and we'll help you out there. My team will come and send you some links if you need. Okay. Love you all. See you very, very soon. Bye.